OK Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. So for the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Charlotte Hornets. Here's Hero. To the paint. It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Roby. Here is Cunningham. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. To the left wing. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Now, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Here is Cunningham. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Misses the three. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He talked about the dual threat that Victor Oladipo poses for their team. Coach says you have to tip your hat to the work Oladipo has put in to improve his game. He impacts the ball on both sides of the floor. Guys, they know that now that Victor is back, he's again a big game changer. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. It's been a quick start for Miami. It's a three-point game. Here's Hero. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here is Cunningham to halt the run. Nobody near Allen. And that one goes long.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 5.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Here's Miami now. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup. Heroes got 7. Thunder trailing by 5. Cunningham looking it over. Screen by Allen. And Cunningham with the slam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of this.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:32 left in the first quarter. Here is Cunningham. Kicks it out to Allen. From 15 feet away, the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Cunningham. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Dort. Here's Adebayo. Clock at 4. And it's sent back by Allen. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Adebayo. Adebayo on the follow. Adebayo's got 10.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
Fultz with the ball. Pass to Hunter. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Robinson for three. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
And what passing we've seen from this group already, too. They could put up a big number in the assist column by the end of this one.
Pass to Jackson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Here's Achua. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Out to the wing. Hunter, no one around him. Off target from outside. Miami trailer. Pass to Kittles. And here's Crowder. Jacks up a three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Fultz. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Jones. It's hauled in by Achua. And here are the Heat. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. A shake. And the layup is up and in. Now it's a 4-point Miami lead. Now here's Fultz. To the wing on the left. Hunter with it. Now guarded by Crowder. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Right side Jackson. The dunk by Achua.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
The kick out to Oladipo. Driving the lane. Can't connect from short range. Miami leading by 6. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Jones. And Jones slams it home.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Miami.
Over to the left wing. A minute 42 left to play here in the half. Robinson misses. And it's Jones with the ball for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. Here's Roby. And the jumper is on the mark. Roby's got his second bucket. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Outside Robinson. A three-pointer off the mark. Under trailing by 5. Pass to Reddish. Crowder with the steal. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. For Miami, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. He's off on the second.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Both teams deciding to change it up. 55 seconds left now here on the second. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
It's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
On the wing, Levine. Going inside. And that one drops.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Oladipo. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
Miami shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 16 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Oladipo. Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And so it's Miami heading to the bench with a 7-point lead. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Thunder trailing by 7. Here is Cunningham. 10 points for him. From about 19 feet. Five to shoot. And Cunningham with the slam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play can spark his group.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Miami leading by 4. Shots good by Hero.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Cunningham's shot is off. And it's the Heat with the ball. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Pass to Reddish. And Jones has it in the corner. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Roby, and he drives in. Pass to Oladipo. Unable to get that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. Now Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Reddish with the ball. Deflects the pass. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well, Otto Porter rises up, hammers it home on the dunk, and boy, what lift he got on that one.
Looking to end the run. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 4 this quarter.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Miami leading by 14. Outside Porter. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Robinson, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Driving inside. That one drops for him. Colts has got his first points of the game.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he makes both free throws. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. With the step back. And there's the drive. And the basket is good. Haji's got his first bucket of the night.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Hunter. Here's Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
There's the drive. Heat moving the ball around. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Astonagi puts it up from 12. He can't get it to go. And so it's Miami closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so here is Miami. The drive by Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
It is true. Here's Kittles. Pass to Achua. Tries again, and the layup is good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
At the elbow, Oladipo. And that one drops for him.
You can see over time, Oladipo has so added to his offensive arsenal. You love to see the confidence with which he's playing.
And Jones sends it back. Cunningham inside. Pass to Jones. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Cunningham inside. Kicks it out to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Can't hit from the corner. Miami leading by 20. Here's Kittles. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Now, here's Achua. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Oladipo. We're in the fourth quarter.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder making a change here. Here's Hero. Into the lane. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, you've got to watch those long arms of Jared Allen. Twice on the pipe, send it back.
Here's Hunter. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
You know, one of the things that Zach LaVine has worked so hard on is the ability to get to the free throw line. This guy has stated he wants to be one of the best to ever do it. Well, a great scorer gets to the foul line.
Adebayo with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. On the wing, LaVine. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Heroes got 20 points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Miami.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Here's Cunningham. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Heat.
.26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so he hits the technical free throw. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Hero. And the Heat, another three.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it up.
I done got rich, I done put on my man. In traffic, they just